Yeah. Go on today. The past is the past, you know. About the past, 'cause that was yesterday. It's a new day, bro. I'ma put it.
Wrestling fans, welcome to the 10th edition of MWF iTalk. I'm Dan Marotti. It is somewhere in there. Thursday, March the 15th, 2012. To me, it is a day of great meaning, an anniversary in my real life. There's a lot of them between February and April, but that is Marotti business, so for the book, if I ever get around to writing it. It's been a week since we hung out. I look at these iTalks almost like, a group hanging out at a restaurant or a bar after an event and just talking ragtime. But nonetheless, a lot going on here. It is our busiest time of the year. In all seriousness, I do need to speak to the person that sent yet another package to MWF Studios. A thank you. Even if you do it in a discreet fashion where you create, a Yahoo or a Hotmail email, please find a way to reach out to me. My email is posted on the BostonWrestling.com super site. Contact at danmarotti.com. Facebook me, tweet me, any way, shape, or form. I really would like to speak to you, as I do have some questions. I appreciate what you sent. For fans that haven't been on BostonWrestling.com, I have the computer in front of me right now. I did post a late night, I don't know what you'd call it, posting. The hell is it? You gotta love the speed of the internet when you're really trying to look for something. But anyway, it was why I feel North Carolina is an inside job, with many reasons behind it. And this individual that has sent me the information via snail mail has been a huge help to what I've been trying to do, which is to get people to open their eyes about this insanity. I can't believe it has gone on for this long. It's a disgrace. While nothing can be proved concrete, you could say, in quote-unquote a court of law, there's a lot to really make you suspicious of. Here it is right here. It was posted last night at 11:16. And again, it is my own personal opinion. It is not that of the Millennium Wrestling Federation, the board of directors, anyone that has a stake in ownership, blah, 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 blah. But I think if you take the time to read the column headline, Soul Survivor Rate, Dan Marotti exposes North Carolina inside job with a question mark, it certainly raises a lot of questions and a lot of eyebrows. In my reasoning behind why I feel it is an inside job, how I believe that John Cena Sr. Deliberately tried to take the quote-unquote North under his wing as the president, put on a happy face, do a lot of charity work, be kind to the fans, and then just overload the North with the debt. Then go down to North Carolina, make it seem like it's an expansion, run events at a lower cost, show a higher profit margin, and then say, geez, nothing can be done up in the North. It's overridden with quote-unquote independent wrestling shows. Down in North Carolina, it's a whole new world, and in some ways it is, I will say that much. But I feel he's purposely tried to destroy what we have done over the past 10 plus years, and as I stated in the last sentence of my posting, I will never stop trying to expose John Cena Sr. for the worthless scum he is until I take the last breath before I die. And I mean that. It's worded a little differently in the posting, but that comes from the heart. I hate John Cena Sr. I hate what he's done. I know what he's done, and I'm going to do everything I can to try and prove it. Whether I can remains to be seen. And all this really has to come at such a horrible time We have so many positive things going on right now in the MWF. I'm sure I'll have more to say on that, as we are just 9 days away from the big one. One positive thing to talk about is John Layfield, JBL, the longest reigning champion on SmackDown history. He has created a new foundation in his pretty much where he spends almost all of his life now in Bermuda when he's not up in New York filming for Fox News. He's trying to help at-risk kids, and that's a good majority down there in Bermuda. John Layfield has been a very good friend to me. A lot has been said about John Layfield, in the ring, out of the ring. You know, it is what it is. A lot of people raise an eyebrow when they look at what his uprising has done here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. You know, I could say a lot on that too. I can only go by my personal dealings with John Layfield, and he has been a tremendous friend to me, going on over 3 years now. And to be granted, I really didn't know what to expect either. I will tell you a funny John Layfield story. If you have sensitive ears, block them in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it is, we'll give you a little road story. November of '96. So I was in the 11th grade. It was the weekend of the week of the Survivor Series. The Survivor Series in New York, a Raw taping in New Haven, and then a Superstars taping in Springfield. And we were there very early, as usual, as you have to be for the TV tapings and so on. And Bull Montana happened to be with us, the manager of Champions. And he saw Layfield come in. This was back in the days, way back when he was Justin Hawk Bradshaw. And you know Bull, or if you don't know Bull, he's he stands out, and he goes up to goes, "Hey, Justin, yeah, Barry says hi," meaning Barry Windham, who we'd go on to team with as the new Blackjacks. And Layfield looked at him and went, "Ha, fuck you." So, I mean, he had this large man basically telling poor Bull to, you know, what I just said. All right, you can unblock yours now. So, we're going to help with the JBL Foundation. I think I have found some cool stuff. I'm not going to get into specifics as of yet until I speak with him. He's en route to New York to tape for Fox today. As I mentioned, Soul Survivor 8, 9 days away, fans. But some important things and dates to remember. Discounted online tickets and the VIP packages are available online through Tuesday night. This Tuesday night, March the 20th, at 11:59 p.m. After that, you can no longer get tickets online. You can no longer get any discounted tickets. And you cannot get a VIP package of any kind. If you want the VIP package, the best value in professional wrestling, you do need to act by Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. I don't understand why some people didn't take us up on the savings we offered at Christmas time and then afterwards. I don't understand why some folks didn't take us up on the free WWE t-shirt. You know, I know sometimes folks live paycheck to paycheck. I fall into that category a lot of the times. But the package is still available. It is still a great deal. When you add it up, it's got to be a $250 value. Another perk, if you order a ticket of any kind, whether it be general admission, floor seat, VIP, you get free admission to the Full Throttle charity event that afternoon. And that alone right there is of great value. It's like going to an event at no cost. This week I've spent maybe too much time. Well, I don't think you can ever spend too much time doing charity work, which I wish some of our MWF elite would think about and follow in some's footsteps. But nonetheless, it gives you a great feeling to give back. Sometimes not before the event, but certainly during the event. And the post-event emails that we get, letters we get in the mail, are certainly appreciated. It gives you a really, really good feeling to know that what you did made a difference in the lives of people that sometimes don't have a lot to smile about. And there's a lot of good that can be done in the world of wrestling. In the right hands. And on the MWF, I know they're certainly in the right hands with the amount of charity work we've done over the years. Had a big laugh. Usually some of the MWF staff get a laugh out of how, I'll say, intense I get at certain points leading up to a big event. But then they were telling me last night when I went to pick up the package I mentioned at the beginning of this radio, internet program, whatever you want to call it, that, you know, it's been stated many times in writing, in videos, and so on, that if you get the VIP package and you qualify for the free t-shirt, you only get one per order, per name, per address, and they're getting emails with people with 4 or 5 t-shirts, which I think is hilarious, and they don't know how to respond, which I think is even funnier. At least I know that one isn't my problem to deal with. So for once, someone else gets one of the quote-unquote fun jobs. Again, what an all-star lineup we have. Looks like it's going to be 8 big feature matches during Soul Survivor 8. There's a pun. Just the lineup of featured superstars: MWF Heavyweight Champion Low Key, the debut of Finlay, Carlito returns, Paul Bearer, unfortunately, my good friend Al Snow, Bushwhacker Luke makes his debut, someone we've been waiting to see for a long time here in the MWF. John Cena Sleesna himself, 7 featured superstars as part of the VIP package. We also have special guest Ox Baker and Quincy. They will be the guest hosts of Soul Survivor 8. All kinds of raffles, auctions, discounted merchandise. I mean, check out BostonWrestling.com. Go to the event page for Soul Survivor 8. There's really so much listed, so much information. Next week is really going to be a big week. Don't miss a day on BostonWrestling.com and also at Facebook.com/MWF2001, Twitter.com/MWF2001. I'll be firing away, I'm sure, when I get in one of my moods on same thing, Twitter.com/Dan Marotti, which links to my Facebook.com/Dan Marotti account. Interviews, columns, videos, blogs. I wrote a blog last night. Last night, yeah. That was pretty intense and in-depth. There's 30 entries in the Soul Survivor 8 blog, just to show you going back to September until now what it's like to put together an event of this magnitude. I don't think the fans really get it. It's one thing just to rent a building, rent a ring, and get a couple wrestlers together and say we're having a show. This is an event, an all-day extravaganza with so many different nuances to it. It's amazing. So again, check out the blog. It's a really cool read. I think someday down the road it'll be good for historical purposes. Who knows? New MWF TV's online. The March Cyberstars, where Todd Hansen, the former MWF Heavyweight and Tag Team Champion, joins me in the broadcast booth as Jay Lethal takes on Hurricane John Walters. I'm told there is post-match video from the Lethal Walters match that apparently wasn't shown on the program. I would know, I've seen it. I don't know if it's going to air as an online overtime exclusive, if it's going to wait until the April Cyberstars program, but there's more than meets the eye, apparently, to Lethal and Walters. The Superstar Zone is a great show. It's got some interviews, looks at certain matches, an interview that I conducted with Al Snow at the TNA live event they had in Lowell a few weeks back. A possible countdown show is in the works, I should say. I know just a ton of stuff over the next week is going to be coming to BostonWrestling.com. I'm not quite sure when the next Newsline video is going to be up on the front page of the site. Like I said, JBL and I have been going back and forth about a few things, and I wanted to wait until I spoke to him before taping that. They had some nice back and forth banter with Mick Foley. He had a WrestleMania raffle to raise money for the Rain Foundation. If you recall, the MWF got involved with his first Twitter campaign to do that, which was a great success. It raised over $100,000, which he certainly didn't expect. But, I mean, you cannot say anything bad about a man that has done so much for charity and has really done a lot of positive for this sport. And I say that until I'm blue in the face. I think MWF certainly has the same spirit as Mick and others that, care about various charities. And for all those people out there that kind of, give wrestling a dirty look, like a lot of people in Melrose did for so long, where it took us 8 years to get into the city. The sport can do a lot of good for a lot of people when it is in the right hands, not the Sparta folk. WrestleMania coming up April 1st. I am looking forward to that. I had actually considered going out, or down, I should say, to Miami, but I don't think my back would enjoy the trip all that much. I actually spoke to one of the superstars who's going to be part of WrestleMania, and he said my back may enjoy it more from home. I will head down to the WWE Road to WrestleMania live event this Saturday night, 17th, at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Why do they have to change the names of these buildings? I know they get great licensing fees and so on, but it's the Providence Civic Center to me. I was told, and I know it's card subject to change, but it's John Cena against Kane, and a street fight. Daniel Bryan defends against Big Show. CM Punk defends against Dolph Ziggler. I think Randy Orton is on the card. Chris Jericho, our old friend Kofi Kingston. The Divas. I love WWE Live non-televised events. I enjoyed the one we went to in Hartford right around Christmas time a great deal. I just, no commercial breaks. It's pretty much all wrestling. And that's the style that I personally prefer. So I look forward to going down to Providence and some old friends. I always bump into people I don't expect to see, make some new friends sometimes. It's always a good experience. Nice way to spend a Saturday, a week before our baby boy, Saturday, March the 24th, from the historic Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Again, I request and ask sincerely that the person that sent that package to MWF Studios reach out to me. I don't care if it's via email, snail mail, Facebook, Twitter, however you have to, however you can. Please, 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 not just for me, but it affects a lot of people. And that's that. I may tape another one of these on the road when I get down to Providence to give me something to do, to get up before Soul Survivor, just so I can get you all even more excited than you already are about the big event. We've already crushed our all-time pre-order sales. I am Dan Marotti. I have to prepare for another exciting night at MWF Studios. Right now it is already 1:08, my gosh. All right. We'll see you next week. Be well. If you haven't got your tickets yet, get on the event page now. It is the best value in professional wrestling, the best action in the ring, the best prizes out of the ring, the greatest charitable causes in New England. Fans, you're going to love it. We'll see you at Memorial Hall, March the 24th live. Bye-bye now.